our former members that are coming back this year. Vice Chairman to my right, John Cannavale. Secretary, who's to my left, Representative Jackard. And also our other members that have previously been on the committee. Last year, Representative Abney, Representative Ruggiero, Representative Slater, Representative Malik, Representative Hull, Representative Morgan. Welcome back. And to our new members, Representative Amori, Representative Tienzi, Representative Tabone, Representative Riley, who was formerly on the committee, is back. I'd like to welcome you back. And of course, I just said Secretary Jackard. He's our new secretary, so I'd like to welcome everybody. So, and Representative Giarrusso, I apologize. See, Representative Hull was was distracting me there a little bit, and I don't mean to slight you at all. So, welcome to the committee. As most of you know, this is a very busy committee. We'll be doing a lot of business, and we're going to start right in tonight with some legislation that has been introduced on behalf of some of the local cities and towns. But in the coming days and weeks, you're going to be seeing some more legislation that will be coming in. So, and we are waiting for the governor to submit her budget. We have not had an official date when she's going to be doing that. So as soon as that we know something, certainly we'll let all of you know. So, with that, I'd like to first put before the committee. I'd like to
make a motion.
Representative Slater.
I'd like to make a motion to hold all bills for further study.
Representative Slater moves to hold all bills for further study. The second by Representative Cannavale. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it. So first bill I'd like to put before the committee is 5008 by Representative Ruggiero. Representative Ruggiero.
Thank you, Chairman, and thank you, fellow colleagues, for hearing this bill tonight. This is enabling legislation that allows the town of Jamestown to hold an all-day referendum in order to purchase a piece of property on Narragansett Avenue. Time is of the essence because the town has entered into a purchase and sale. Ordinarily, this would be done at the June financial town meeting without legislative approval, but the town council voted to have an all-day referendum, which triggers the bill that's before us. I do have a council resolution as well as a letter from the bond attorneys. And as you know, under state law, a city or town's total outstanding debt, old and new, can't exceed 3%. And that's the full assessed value of all the taxable property. Jamestown is at 0.5%, so we're certainly well below that. And another reason this is on a fast track is the town would like to have the election in April, and the Secretary of State tells us they need 60 days to make the ballot. So I respectfully request that we can move this as soon as possible so the voters can decide whether or not this town purchases this property.
Thank you, Representative. Any questions of
questions?
Representative Ruggiero?
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Representative. We'll get that information to our clerk, and if you could, please.
Certainly.
Thank you very much. Also like to welcome back to the committee Representative Serper, and also joining us is Representative Barrows. Good evening. Next bill we would like to put before the committee is 5061 by Representative Newberry. Representative Newberry, as a matter of information, has three bills that are on this evening from the town of North Smithfield, which are, I spoke to Representative Newberry today, and he asked that we do hold these bills. There is some more legal language, I guess, the town of North Smithfield is requesting to be included. There may be some things that some changes in the legislation. So I'll just go through this very quickly to inform the committee what the town is asking. And 5061 is authorizing North Smithfield to issue up to $5.2 million in bonds for the repair of town buildings, which would be subject to local voter approval. There would be no fiscal impact on that to the state of Rhode Island. 5062, also by Representative Newberry, authorizes North Smithfield to issue up to $4.3 million in bonds for the repair of school buildings, which would be subject to local voter approval. The fiscal impact would be the state share would be approximately $124,000 per year for 20 years beginning in fiscal year 2017 for a total of $2.4 million. And 5063 by Representative Newberry also authorizes the town of North Smithfield to issue up to $2.5 million in bonds for the repair of roads subject to local voter approval, and there's no state fiscal impact. So those three bills, we will hold those for further study. As I stated, Representative Newberry has asked that we just hold that. There's maybe some more language that is coming, maybe forthcoming from the town of North Smithfield on that. So, any questions? Yes, Representative Morgan.
On the school, schools, so what's our matching on that when we're from the state?
The state share would be $124,000 per year for 20 years beginning in fiscal year 2017, which would then take the total for a 20-year total to $2.4 million.
Okay, so we used to have a moratorium on that, and it's been removed now.
No, the moratorium is still in effect at this time. Okay, so we still have the moratorium until the end of this fiscal year, June 30th, in May of this year. I'm sorry, in May of 2015.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions? Hearing that, thank you. That will conclude the business before the Finance Committee this evening. We appreciate your coming. And again, any questions, I'm available in my office at any time, or just our clerk is here, and we're available. So thank you very much. And that will conclude tonight's hearing.
Speakers.
Speakers, yes.